Hello, welcome to another episode of Child Abuse Awareness with Darlene J. Clark. Be a part of the solution instead of part of the problem. And I'll say, welcome to my channel, Darlene J. Clark. Please like, subscribe, and share. Like is a thumbs up. Thank you for supporting me. Thanks for watching. Don't forget to comment and to subscribe. Hit the bell icon to be notified when I'm going live. Thank you so much. Start off usually by doing a Bible verse. Make sure I take off the big thing there. In Matthew 18, verse 6, but whoso shall offend one of these little ones, which believe in me, it were better for him that a millstone were hanged about his neck, and that he would drown in the depth of the sea. Fathers, and this is exclusively because this was a father that was going to do this heinous act towards his unborn son. In Colossians 3:21, fathers, do not embitter your children or they will become discouraged. In Isaiah 1:17, because a lot of people tell us to remain quiet, so I make sure to share this every time I try to. Learn to do right, seek justice, defend the oppressed, take up the cause of the fatherless, plead the case of the widow. And under the Copyright Disclaimer, under Section 107 of the Copyright Act of 1976, allowance is made for fair use for purposes such as criticism, comment, news reporting, scholarship, and research. Fair use is a use permitted by copyright statute that might otherwise be infringing. Nonprofit, educational, or personal use tips the balance in favor of fair use. I will go ahead and put up the trigger warning thing before we get started with this as well. Hey there, good to see you again. Lots of love, sister. Amen. We will continue to advocate. They're not going to silence us. And I thank you, our bucket list, for showing this story to me as well. This Adam Stafford King, 38 years old, Chicago, Illinois. He was a veterinarian, as you will see in the different things I will show you. Okay, without further ado, let me go ahead. Let me see if the first one's, yeah, the first one, I've got to mute my mic. So let me go ahead and mute it before I get started.
And new here at 6 o'clock, a Chicago veterinarian is facing charges for child pornography. 39-year-old Adam Stafford King was arrested Friday at his home in Elburn. We do want to warn you, some of the details in this report are disturbing and graphic. NBC5's Lexi Suter is live from the veterinarian office where he works in the Avondale neighborhood with more about these allegations. Lexi.
And Kate, this med vet facility behind me, this was one of my first calls today. The facility not commenting on the allegations one of its employees faces. Here's what we know so far. Adam King is an eye doctor here at MedVet. He also breeds puppies and is well known on the national dog show circuit because he's a judge. Tonight, though, he's making headlines for allegations of child porn. According to the FBI and these court documents, King allegedly was chatting online about a plan to sexually assault his newborn son that's due this week. He also allegedly previously admitted in an online chat that he sexually abused his nieces and nephews in the past. This is all according to the criminal complaint made public today. And King's attorney also not commenting on this case. We are digging deeper into the story and we'll bring you even more details tonight at 10 o'clock. For now, we're live in Avondale. Lexi Suter, NBC5 News.
Lexi, thank you.
This is sick and twisted. He actually, can you hear me okay? Make sure that my volume, testing 1, 2. Yeah, okay, it's working. Great. So he said, I generally use Benadryl. Expectant father and dog show judge plotted to sexually assault his adopted baby once it was born, police said. Thank you so much, Bucket. I appreciate you. See how I generally use Benadryl? The left picture is criminal complaint exhibits show defendant Adam Stafford King at the Lehigh Valley Kennel Club star a Bethlehem Dog Show. He served as judge, held in Allenton, Pennsylvania, on or around December the 13th through the 15th in 2019. There's this picture. Okay, right. A baby outfit found in illicit photos and messages allegedly sent by King was discovered in a closet by the FBI during a search. He bragged about drugging children with Benadryl, abusing family members, but allegedly stopped short of full intercourse because he didn't want to send them home damaged. You already damaged them. You don't want to send them home damaged? But you already damaged them in some way. So excuse me, sir? You're not a sir, you're a monster. That's right. Excuse me. And then federal prosecutors allege in a federal complaint, dog show judge and veterinarian Adam Stafford King boasted about assaulting his unborn child a week before the baby was to be delivered. Now, King is facing a single federal judge on distributed child pornography and whether his allegedly perverse commentary unearthed by investigators is true or whether additional charges will be brought is not yet known. People, if you are related to this guy, okay, seek charges. Use your children. He went and bragged about it at Telegram. Do something for your kids. Bring charges against this monster. King, according to court records, is a veterinary ophthalmologist at MedVet Chicago in Avondale, Illinois. He is also a known dog breeder, an American Kennel Club certified dog show judge who is expected to preside at the 2024 Westminster Kennel Club dog show. Prosecutors said the FBI started looking into King in October as they were probing other online child sex assault crimes in New York. It came to their attention during the search of a New York suspect's home and devices that the person had been in contact with King via the men-seeking men dating app Scruff. According to the criminal complaint, FBI agents quickly learned that King was using the handle Perv VQ Dude, a telegram as well, and that he sent several images and videos to their New York subject. An undercover FBI agent started chatting with King in late 2023 through early 2024, and during that time, King is accused of stating that he and his husband are expecting a child by a surrogate, due in spring, and plans to sexually assault the child after it's born. I hope that woman wants to be a surrogate, wants to adopt the child, keep the child, I would hope. In that same conversation, allegedly sent a photo of an infant's outfit and sent text. Sorry. Okay. It scrolled up too far. I'm sorry. Sent a text stating that he looked forward to inviting friends over to assault the infant, though his husband, King wrote, was a non-perm. Over the text, the FBI said it was able to confirm the sender of the photo was King because he provided several pieces of identifying information, included his first name, state of residence, information about his works in medicine specializing in the eyes. He also allegedly sent FBI agents a picture of his penis with medical scrubs visible. You're right there. Use Benadryl. He used it on his nieces and nephews where he can mess with them. He sedated them. He used it as the drug because that knocks a kid out a lot of times. Sick. Oh, exactly. Hello, Jackie. Welcome. Good to see ya. Boy, this is one sick. In several of the chats, he allegedly sent videos or photos of children being abused by adults and discussed preferring children in the single digits. The Chicago subject further wrote, 0 to 9 years old is his favorite. Boy and girl, though he prefers a girl. A boy, sorry. The criminal complaint states, referring to King. The FBI said he also sent an ultrasound photo. King claimed to have abused his nieces and nephews as well, although he has not been charged with any crimes related to those claims at this time. But according to the FBI, King told an agent that he had done almost everything with them, writing not full on F. Can't send them home, damage. But I've gotten in them. I generally sedate them. You see that? So he sedates them with Benadryl. He admits that he's done almost everything without raping them, but he did rape them with an object because he said, I've gotten in them. I generally sedate them. He would do this by using Benadryl because it was easy and provided a wide safety margin. The FBI executed a search warrant on his Elburn, Illinois home on March 5th and located him in a shower, allegedly clutching his cell phone as FBI agents announced they were searching the home. Law enforcement found a baby outfit in the residence consistent with the image sent by the Chicago subject over Telegram to the New York subject in support of Perv G. Dude's claims of being a father to be, the federal complaint notes. When he was arrested on March 21st, it was a week before what prosecutors and FBI agents said that King's planned to see the surrogate mother of his expected child in California. King is being detained without bond. In a 13-page motion to the court, prosecutors urged that King remain in jail pending trial. Well, see, he can be lying. His lover, his husband, also. How could the husband not know of any of these acts going on? A lot of, you know what I'm saying? Knowing that kids were sedated, he had to see blood on the clothes at times. Not only was his conduct to be blunt, heinous, U.S. attorneys wrote that there has been an incident in 2017 involving King that solidified their request. Lady cooking dinner, what you having, Jackie? I think they are too. I think he's just trying to cover so that his lover could have access. This is alleged. That's my thinking. Don't get on to me for thinking that way. Because a lot of times the lover will know, and if he's going to have a party with all these other perverts coming over to sexually abuse the baby, there ain't no doubt in my mind that the husband don't know about it. Excuse me, right? There ain't no way. Oh man, get back up here. I am sorry that this keeps happening. Well, my screen is touchy. Oh boy. There we go, right here. And in April, the Illinois Attorney General's office alerted the Aurora Police Department in Illinois that Google had pinged officials about two pornographic images tied to an email account, Seth.Curtis223 at gmail.com. There was also a secondary email account associated with that one. Because the age of the children in the photos were not clear, investigators had to dig deeper and eventually traced the secondary email to King and sought out an interview with him at his home. Police met with King and his husband, and while King confirmed the secondary email was his, he denied having access to the primary Seth.Curtis223 account. Adam appeared very nervous and hesitant to answer questions. One officer wrote in a post-interview report, court records show, I explained to him that he was not under arrest and we were just having a conversation. I explained to him that I was speaking to him because I was part of an initiative to combat child exploitation, and part of my responsibility was to identify subjects who may need assistance and offer advice. At the end of the interview, the officer said he established that both King and his husband use the same laptop and access Tumblr to view pornography. Look, they both did. They both used the same laptop and accessed Tumblr to view pornography, though neither wanted to admit they were using a suspected email account. It wouldn't be until March 5th that police would determine they had probable cause to search King's home and devices. Okay, since you know that he saw pornographic images as well, is he arrested as well? Y'all need to arrest him. Y'all know that he was using the laptop as well and viewing and doing pornography and you didn't arrest him, something is wrong with you, police force. Get it done, arrest all the perpetrators. Because if you don't, it won't be on record. You need a record of it. Court records indicate King's husband was shown some of the chats where King discussed abusing their unborn surrogate child. What? Okay, was shown some of the chats. Mid-arrest, King's husband also allegedly appeared outraged at the time, and given that King was prepared to go pick up the infant in just a week. Arresting officers noted that King's husband remarked, "You're doing this now so he can't get on the plane?" What? You're doing this now so he can't get on the plane? Excuse me? No, he's doing it now to protect the child. You stupid butthole. You are involved, you stupid monster. You're not saying, well, I didn't know nothing about it. You need to get the hell out of here. You think about doing that to my child if you're innocent, right? If you are innocent yourself. But instead you're accusing the police. You're doing this now so he can't get on the plane? He can't never get on the plane. He can't never be around another kid. I hope not. And I hope you don't get around the kid either. Wow. Wow, wow, wow. The AKC and MedVet did not immediately respond to a request for comment to Law and Crime, nor did an attorney for King. King's next court appearance is in Illinois is April the 1st. Y'all be sure to remind me about this taking place April the 1st, okay? We need to stay in tune with this. Okay, then here's where the federal charge Elburn man with distributed child sexual abuse images, March 27th, 2024. Here is a veterinarian and dog show judge from Elburn has been charged with distributing child sexual images, authorities said. Adam Stafford King, 38, is being held at the Metropolitan Correctional Center in Chicago. He was charged March 21st and taken into custody Saturday, according to federal court records. There will be a hearing Tuesday afternoon on whether he should be detained for trial. He needs to be detained. No, don't let him go where he could go get the kid. Don't do it where he could be around other kids. His lover, the husband, needs jailed as well. In the complaint, an FBI agent alleges that in October 2023, while investigating a person in New York, he found images of child sexual abuse that had been sent to the man from a person in the Chicago area. The FBI began using the New York man's devices to exchange text messages with King via an encrypted messaging app, authorities allege. In them, according to the complaint, King wrote he had sedated and sexually abused several children he knew. He also sent child sexual abuse videos and images, according to the complaint. He actually sent them too. So, what if these were images of his nieces and nephews? These kids, man, we got so many monsters like this in the world. And he wrote that he was looking forward to sexually assaulting his own child and sharing the child with others. Okay, now there's a good kind of sharing with others as far as sharing the love of others with family members, letting them get to hold the baby, care for the baby, da-da-da-da-da. But as far as sharing them this way, what he's talking about, heck no. Heck no. Yes. King and his husband are due to have a baby by a surrogate in April, according to the complaint. In the complaint, the FBI says King worked as a veterinary ophthalmologist, breeds dogs, and judges dogs shows nationwide. My question is, okay, like I said, they got proof that they used the same computer. They got proof that both of them were in Tumblr. They got proof they were both looking at child pornography. They got all that proof. Why was the husband not arrested? So you're going to go ahead and let that guy go ahead and get that baby? What, y'all got to wait till he's murdered as well? Like a lot of these other kids? Y'all got to go ahead and let him be a victim knowing all the sick sadistic stuff that these people are doing? Cops, you know what? You're just as responsible. If y'all let this guy and don't arrest him, and he is later charged with doing all this, y'all need to go to jail yourselves too. Y'all did not have the best interest of the child. There, y'all got to do the law. Y'all knew that y'all caught him with looking at the pornography as well, and y'all did not arrest him. Excuse me. Not unless a news article said, well, they were both arrested. I didn't see that anywhere. Do your jobs. There are so many cases. I've got some friends in Illinois and Missouri. There are so many cases in Illinois and Missouri that keeps happening with the child trafficking and child murders and all these missing kids. Stop letting statistics happen when you've got it right there in front of your face. Don't let it occur. Don't give them the tools to help them do the victims. At least protect the child when you know that there's a problem there. Do your job to serve and protect the child, not to serve and protect pedophiles. I guess that's enough said with that. Does anybody want to come up and talk about it? I could give y'all the link if you do want to. Let me present and me invite and get the link up here. Okay. Copy. So if either of y'all want to come up, I'm going to put the link down here, okay? So feel free. Or Bucket, if you want to come up, you can. You could always black out your camera. You don't have to use a camera, y'all. I'll do my best to follow up on it. So please keep reminding me about this case because I don't want to forget about it. But that guy definitely needs arrested his husband. So that means if he's not arrested, he could go ahead and get on the plane also and go get that kid. Yo, that's a major problem. Do y'all not think that? Okay, you declined today. Okay, that's okay. And Jackie's not too busy about, cooking, but she's cooking too. The sexual perverted buttholes, I hope that that these kids get justice. The kids that he victimized. His nieces and nephews. And y'all know that a kid loves animals, loves pets. There's probably instances where he might be one-on-one with a child in his business, and I hope to gosh he didn't even do that way. Oh, okay. These predators take jobs in which it's easy access to kids. What are we going to do, y'all? There ain't much we can do if the justice system do not step up to the plate and do their job at serving and protecting kids. And I don't mean, a lot of times y'all serve and protect and do the wrong thing, even when there's a good parent. Y'all just take it out of the good parent's hands and put them in CPS just to help with your kind of things CPS does. CPS is one of the biggest organizations on child sex trafficking, which we done went over that, and I proved that innumerable times. Y'all, last year I did a case where here in Tennessee, where these kids were in CPS care, and like this guy was in trouble before, and they went ahead and placed him watching over these kids. Kids were running and escaping out of there, and the guy was actually shooting at the kids. Literally, a child protective services guy was literally shooting the gun at the kids. I don't know if y'all seen that when I done that a year ago. Another child protective services went and was following this one girl. He left a note on her window. She contacted her car window. She contacted her parents, and they contacted the police, and they devised a setup for the culprit to meet, I think, at a park. And guess what? He was in charge of a lot of the CPS cases here in Tennessee too. But he got met. He got arrested. He was trying to meet up with this girl, this teenager. So how many of our cases are going wrong because we have people that's not good in our judicial system? It tries to serve and protect our children. What's wrong with the equation here, y'all? Tennessee is just getting worse and worse because there's been evidence about another person that's a was he an attorney general, if I'm not mistaken, here in Tennessee. I done told everybody about where Governor Bill Lee is affiliated with Aaron Solomon's case. So is Senator Jack Johnson. So is his wife, Judge Deanna Johnson. With Judge Johnson and Deanna keeps dismissing cases where a child has been victimized, raped. They just keep saying, well, they dismiss it. They dismiss when Casey, with the Solomon girl, Gracie Solomon, said, but my daddy raped me. Would you go with him? He dismissed Gracie when she said, but he raped me. I don't want to go with him. He raped me. You're going with him. Like, what the heck? And with the Grant Solomon thing, did you know that some of the people that Bill Lee hired and put in charge of some of the cases were a part of that other thing too? So it seems like it's a huge cover up for Grant Solomon. We got all the evidence backing what was done and who's to blame. But why is Gallatin Police Department involved too in helping cover it up too? I don't even think I want to drive through Gallatin, Tennessee because how corrupt they are. There was one guy that I had trusted. I don't know if I told y'all about, and he was at a friend on Facebook, and I had a support group for survivors. I believed his story that he was set up, that he didn't SA his daughter. But when I was in that support group, I said, hey, and there was somebody else that a couple other people were there, and they're that can validate. But of course, it's supposed to be not talked about. But when I found out that he's actually a predator, because he said, no, that didn't happen, about what he had told me prior that he was set up. Instead, what he said was, my kids got to realize what was done in the past is done in the past. They need to get over it and just forgive me. And we have a relationship. It's like, do what? Really? Seriously? You're now admitting that you saved your daughter? So I had to do away with him right away. Other people's trying to get me to add him back as a friend. I said, leave me alone. He's a predator. I know what he said in that room. I know he said that his kids just need to get over the fact that he SA'd them. So that told me he not only SA'd his daughter that he got in trouble through, where he couldn't be back around his daughter and his son, but I did not know that he SA'd the son as well. But with what his thing had stated, what his words had stated, they need to get over what I did to them. So right there, he told on himself. He said that he actually SA'd, and he lives in Gallatin, Tennessee as well. What a tangled web that these Tennessee people, I'm not saying all Tennesseans, okay? There's a lot of good people around. There's a lot of sickos, and it seems like the monsters are growing exponentially in numbers. These monsters killing our kids. These monsters who who the justice system allows to get out of court after they do a violent crime. Why are y'all supporting them? I think if they go ahead and let these officials, these predators come out and they harm a kid in any way, I think the justice system people need to go to jail themselves. Like that guy here in Pulaski, Tennessee that killed those people, and he's back out of jail. I will advocate. I won't be silenced. Some things I'm silent about because it's not the time for me to talk about it. But remember to be hyper vigilant. I hope and pray that this little boy has a good life and is protected the rest of his life. That he grows up healthy, happy, and not be a victim at any of these people's excursions. So please put hearts up for this little boy and say prayers for this little boy for his safety, because he deserves to be loved and respected, brought up with caring, compassionate, non-neglect, that he got true parents who genuinely love him in the right way a kid deserves to be loved and respected. I'll sign off on this for now, and I say God bless y'all. Keep me informed. Thank you so much. God bless y'all, and thanks for coming. And lots of love. Love you, girls. Jackie on our bucket list. Thank y'all. Y'all are very important to me. Thank you too, Jackie. I appreciate y'all. God bless y'all.